This is Windows 10 version 22H2 with Windows 7 looks, apps, add-ons and other things upcoming. We're gonna compare this to OJaz's Windows 10 to 7 from the What's This video as well as the original Windows 7 and see if it's actually close to Windows 7. Modern apps are going to be tested as well and we'll see the result by the end of this video. The setup uses Windows 7 design while still using Windows 10's pre-installation environment. Nice job over there, perhaps. Unlike OJaz's version, this doesn't come up with Windows 7 like setup phase nor the OOBE, but instead it uses the Windows 10 boot screen. But before we go on to compare this out, we can see that the taskbar doesn't look like Windows 7 at all. That is because this mod is using Windows Blinds as one of the tweak applications. You can register a 30-day trial by using tempmail.org in order to not use legit email or just buy a license legally. Now that all of the prerequisites has been set up, here's the look of the desktop, and all three of them share the resemblance, albeit with small differences such as the IE version and the blur applied on the taskbar. Opening the start menu and we can see the difference between OJaz's version as well as this newer version. This newer version shares the most resemblance to Windows 7 by having the same layout of the right side of the start menu, whilst OJaz's version adds and lacks some items such as favorites, recent items, run, and games. Moving on to the Windows Explorer, both this one and OJaz's version have larger spacing on the left panel. This newer version has more accuracy in the favorites item which displays desktop and downloads. Nice detail. Looking at the window layout and design, both mods are having the same accuracy in layout, although OJaz's version has less saturated close button color and disks indicator, rather than the more accurate one in this newer version. The noticeable glitch can be seen with a small white line at the corner of this window occasionally. Jump List, in other hand, still uses Windows 10 design like what OJaz's version does. System applications are replaced with Windows 7 counterparts such as Calculator, which looks good, Paint, which has a bit thinner window border, this applies to WordPad too. As for Task Manager, although it looks different than in Windows 7, it is more accurate than OJaz's version. Internet Explorer exists in here, although you can't do anything with it due to Windows 10 trying to redirect to Edge, which it failed because Edge doesn't exist in here. Windows Photo Viewer is accessible and you can view photos with it. Windows Media Center is also available for your pleasure. Whilst OJaz's version lacks DVD Maker, this newer version offers DVD Maker and you can use it as well, making DVDs. Windows 7 themes are present in here. Windows 7 sound scheme are also available in here, which OJaz's version doesn't have. Sticky Notes, which is not present in the start menu in OJaz's version, is present in this newer version. And don't forget about the gadgets.
I'm stuck! Can you help me?
Aero Flip 3D, which is a very eye-candy feature of Windows 7, was added in this version, although it looks a bit glitchy due to the usage of window blinds. Since this is basically Windows 10 22 update, you can see that there are Windows 10 features still available to use like the task view. The Windows 10 start menu can also be spawned by holding Shift while clicking the start button. Windows 10 settings is maintained in here for compatibility purposes, perhaps considering all UWP apps are gone in here. We can test the compatibility of modern hardware by using several applications. Supemium, which replaces Microsoft Edge, is able to surf the internet, although that new tab isn't responding for a few minutes until I open my YouTube channel right here. OBS Studio goes through the installation process easily and I can set it up to record the screen. Audacity, which is the software I personally use for recording voice over audio, is working basically, but errors when I record the audio. Perhaps this is a virtual machine issue. As we can see, software compatibility is still wide enough until 2025 when Windows 10 is officially out of support, unless you want to pay for the extended security updates, which I know most of you won't gonna pay because some of you are going to switch to Linux anyway. With this excellent work by Mr. Amayosken, you can achieve the marvelous Windows 7 design while still maintaining software compatibility in the future. Speaking of design, if you have an existing Windows 7 system, you can turn it into Windows 8.1 with this video. Meanwhile, thank you to my supporters for making this video possible, and also don't forget to check out this video. Happy New Year!